in our HN real quick, and I'll describe to you what I'm talking about here. We were talking about this the other day, and I kind of wanted to share it. So, in River of Flame, you can, in each area, it's like 5 or 6 elites you're allowed to have. Elites meaning champions or uniques, roughly. So, that's like, you know, just random spawns. It's like 5 or 6 in an area. In an area, like, when I say River Flame, like, this is part of River Flame up until Chaos Sanctuary. And way over here, dude, this is River Flame, right? And you're allowed to have like 5 or 6 elites. You know, maybe like 7. I'm not entirely sure about that, but I think like 5 or 6 is usually like a safe guess estimate that you're allowed to have in a section. Now, there are way more than 5 or 6 potential spawns for those elites to spawn in. Now, each map seed, you know, has those layouts. Each corner, each block, right? We're really breaking things down. Okay, so we got like that River Flame block. We've talked about, you know, directions in acts before, but like this is a block, right? This is a block. You know, all that stuff. And all these things have like their own potential, I'll just call them potential spawn areas. Or something like that, you know. This place has a potential spawn area. There's like certain corners and things like that in the map that come with the blocks. So, and then there's the map seed that has like the blocks. You know, it's like the certain order of the blocks. So if you get used to the blocks, then you get like used to the way that those blocks spawn their potential mobs. Then you can start doing like elite spawn manipulation, I guess we'll call it. So for example, like I said from earlier, you can have like 5 or 6 elites spawning, and these 2 blocks right here have very high chance to spawn, or they have very dense potential spawn areas. Very dense, very dense. These areas, not as much. These areas are like map tiles. There you go. Map tile. Thank you. That's a good word. These areas, not as much. But like this area is like huge. This tile, if you will. So, and we have that 5 or 6 number. Now, every time we come across one of those potential spawns, there's a chance. There's a chance that that mob will spawn or mob will not spawn. Right? And I kind of drew it out in Ancient Tunnels because I know that map better. And every, like, you know, every seed is different. So you kind of like have to get used to your seed. But like, this place is a very dense potential spawn area. So it's very likely that we'll actually see up to 5 or 6 elite spawns here. Now this time we only got 4. That can happen. Sometimes you can only get like 1 or 2. Oh, maybe there's 5. So there's... Let's see here. Okay, we got 1 here. That's 1 spawn. We got 2 spawns there. 3 spawns. Or 4 spawns. It's like 4 spawns, maybe 5. I keep miscounting, they do that. Very dense, Kappa. So, that's the thing about this area. It's very dense. Now, because those 4 enemies have spawned, that 5 and 6 potential we were talking about, there's only 2 more potential spawns in this whole area. There's only 2 more potential spawns. That doesn't even mean it's guaranteed either. So what I'm getting at is, if you hit up the really dense areas first, the really dense tiles first, then you pretty much do all the work. like, you do all the, like, you know, teleporting, traveling work, like, very quickly. You don't have to teleport through the whole map to go find the rest of the elites. Like, so for example, so we have those, like, 4 or 5 elites spawn there. We're not going to see very many elites. Okay, there's another one. We're not going to see very many more elites over here. We might see 1 or 2 more, but I'm not expecting any more than that. It would be really super rare to find something more than that. Okay, there's another one, dude. So that's like, what? 6, maybe? I'm checking, like, all these corners. There you go, dude. So, because all those potential spawns were used up over on those dense tiles, there were only 2 elites in this whole area, which is kind of somewhat what I guessed. Now, if we actually go the other way, watch what happens. You almost never get those elites spawning on those tiles. Oh crap, I might actually spawn them. We had to go from the other way. Eight, actually. Okay, so we got one here, right? That's one done. Now we're gonna see a bunch, because we're going from this way first. 2 and 3, dude. Four and 5, dude, as well. There's Fasto. He's always there. It doesn't really affect that number, as far as I know. Seems to be on Chaos Sanctuary. Well, to explain Chaos Sanctuary, was that 6? 5 or 6? I lost count, rip. Forgot what I was saying, because I was trying to understand what you were saying. Now I shouldn't really see many more, because I used up all the potential spawns. And this happens in POD too, which is one reason why, like, I wasn't a huge fan of mapping. Because, like, you use up all your elite spawns, like, pretty quickly, and then they just don't spawn anymore. Now, it's extremely rare to find any elites up here. Remember how many elites we found last time? It's extremely rare to find them after you run River Flame, because you've used up all those spawns. Doesn't mean it's impossible. But because you've used up all those potential spawns, like, you're probably not going to find any. It's kind of like, you know, picking up an XP shrine. There you go. No elites, man. It's kind of like picking up an XP shrine from before you hit Chaos Sanctuary, trying to complete the whole thing before you get it cursed off of you. Kind of the same deal. So that explains spawn potential, I guess we'll call it. A little bit of tiles and how to kind of manipulate the elite spawning / champion. Elites and champions are interchangeable as far as spawn locations, but that kind of explains a little bit of that. Hopefully that made sense to some people. So back to what you were saying.